What's up, guys? I want to have a little impromptu conversation about presenting yourself with authority, having appropriate entitlement without being a dickhead. Presenting yourself with authority without presenting with aggression. Because I find that all too often situations go wrong when people who are appropriately entitled to something jump to aggression immediately rather than trying to approach things with kindness. And I've noticed, I've got a friend in particular who does this, and it's really interesting to watch, because if I was in that same situation, my first instinct would be to be nice about it, because I know I'm entitled to whatever it is, but I also understand that not everybody is capable of what I'm capable of. I'm not capable of everything that everyone else is capable of. So rather than finding myself in a position where things aren't going my way and immediately jumping to aggression, my first instinct is to be understanding. So I wanted to talk about this a little bit. For example, something's not going your way. Your food, maybe, wasn't made the way it was supposed to be, wasn't made the way you asked. There are very easy ways to approach whoever it is you need to approach and say, hey, this didn't turn out right. It's not the way it was advertised. It's not the way I asked for it. And you said you could complete a custom order. Something like that. Let's say something got sent to you in the mail and it was broken or it was wrong. You can approach that situation from a place of, I am entitled to a certain level of standard, and that standard was not met, without swearing, being verbally aggressive, physically aggressive, all those things. You can approach it first from a position of, hey, something went wrong. I understand things go wrong sometimes. That's cool. Let's get it fixed. And you will, I guarantee it, get what you need, get what you want 10 times faster and easier than you would had you been aggressive, because two different reasons. So you're either going to have somebody who isn't aggressive themselves, and then they're going to shut down, either because they, as a defense mechanism, are going to shut down, and then it's going to literally be harder to get what you need or want out of them, because defensively, without them even realizing it, they're shutting down, or they choose to. Or you're going to find somebody who is aggressive, who's going to then approach you with aggression and shut down, either intentionally or unintentionally. And then it's going to be harder to get what you want or need. Whereas if you just approach the situation with a little bit of kindness, you're always going to get out of it what you need or want faster. I know this seems odd to some people. There are some people in this world who think that in order to present as an authority, you have to present with aggression. But it's just not the case. You can, if you just look at particular authority figures, the best ones who get the most out of people are the ones who are the least aggressive about it, in terms of like anger aggressive. You can be confident rather than aggressive. And we could all stand to take that into consideration a little bit, I think. Because people in general respond to kindness and understanding more than they respond to aggression in general. So, yeah. I just wanted to bring that up because it was on my mind. I have been watching some people be aggressive and in situations where it just absolutely was not necessary, especially when you watch those people who jump to it immediately rather than even trying to take a civil route initially. Those people are the kind of people who are going to get the least out of the person they're interacting with, because that person, whether they, again, are aware of it or not, are going to shut down or shut off, block themselves off. They're just less inclined to give you what you want or need, because they know, or subconsciously people are less inclined to help people that they know could have been nice about a situation but weren't. So just a little food for thought, something I figured we should all take into consideration. I end all of my sanctuary videos with be kinder to each other, or be kind to each other, because we could all stand to be a little kinder to each other. We could all stand to try to be a little more understanding rather than leading with assumptions. We could all lead with a little bit of curiosity instead and get a lot farther in this world. All right, guys, thank you for joining me for this little impromptu vertical video. May the energy you serve you well. I'm Ann Blackwood, your Silicon Valley Sage Sister, here to bring consciousness to the forefront of your daily life to make life a little kinder and simpler. Thank you for watching my video. There are plenty more where that came from, so go check those out. Subscribe, please. I'd like to be youtube.com/balanceblackwood rather than youtube.com/randomly generated blah, blah, blah. And in order to achieve that, I need a few more subscribers. As well, I have my Patreon, so if you like what you see here, you'll like what I've got going on over on Patreon. I just uploaded my part 1 of section 2 of my Spirituality 101. So if you're into that kind of thing, definitely check that out, because I get deeper into the esoteric philosophy of the way your mindset is as a spiritually centered person, learning how to develop that spiritual mindset. And that is available for Ascending, Enlightening, and Sanctuary members. I have so much more to offer on Patreon as well, so go check all that out and sign up for my mailing list, because that email is about to go out in a couple of days. I only put out 1 email a month, so if you sign up now, you'll still get in for June's email, and that'll have links to joining the next workshop live if you'd like to attend, part 2 of section 2 of Spirituality 101. All good stuff, all great mindset, esoteric philosophy stuff for spiritual as well as personal development. That's part of what I like so much about this section, is that these perspectives are good for a lot of, actually, what I like to talk about are just as good for those who are as who aren't spiritually inclined. So, yeah. All right, guys. Keep making your way through. I know you can. You know you can. Let's make it happen.